Turning down in-depth coverage of a story we brought you last night on Eyewitness News, doubling down on DUI laws. For the past 6 years in a row, the Attorney General has proposed a group of laws aimed at strengthening drunk driving penalties. They have never even made it out of committee. Despite the repeated failed attempts, the AG is planning to reintroduce those bills again this year for the 7th time. And joining us live in studio this morning is our Attorney General Peter Kilmartin. Welcome to you this morning.
Good morning, Danielle.
All right, so last night we did hear from the head of the House Judiciary Committee where the bills have repeatedly stalled, and Representative Cale Keeble said he was surprised that no one from your office attended the last hearing. Is there going to be a representative available this year?
Well, let's clarify this, first of all. He called out the name of one individual from my office. We signed in. We had 6 bills in 3 different committees that day to testify on. So you have to move from committee to committee, and then when those other bills were done, we came back to that committee. So, and that doesn't excuse 6 years of inaction by the General Assembly on what are the most egregious parts of the drunk driving laws.
All right, well, some of the questions that have surfaced now from the committee are about how those bills would be implemented. What are your plans as far as speaking with members of the committee to answer those questions? Well,
we've been answering those questions for 6 years now. And if they have problems with our answers, that hasn't been communicated to us. But once again, this is about moving forward. This is about getting action done. This isn't about blaming anyone. I don't even care who takes the credit. But the fact of the matter is we're dealing with DUI death resulting. We're dealing with the most egregious, the repeat offenders, those folks who are a constant danger on our roads. It's not the first time offense. It's the worst of the worst. So once again, we will work with the committee. As is normal course, they have a hearing, they hold it for further information, so we can have these discussions and we'll move forward.
Are you tweaking things, though? Obviously, we've tried and failed 6 times before, so what are you changing in the hopes of being able to pass something through to strengthen the laws?
Well, I've always had the motto when it comes to legislation, don't let achieving the good get in the way of looking for the perfection.
Okay.
We are more than willing to work with the committees. We constantly redraft language, even for bills that aren't ours, that the State House asks us to take a look at. So we're willing to work. We're willing to address whatever issues are there. And again, this is about getting it done. I think my office, I know my office is very open, very receptive, and very accessible to the General Assembly members. The chairman has the phone number and the text my legislative person all the time.
One thing we wanted to talk to you specifically was about our look-back period here in New England. You have proposed increasing it from 5 years to 10, but only for suspects who are convicted of 3 or more DUIs.
Right.
Why not increase it for all offenders?
Well, again, this is looking at the worst of the worst. And that really is to try to say, this is a starting point.
Okay.
We are the outlier in New England. Some have lifetime look back, others have 10-year. We're the only ones with 5.
All right, well, we're glad you made it in safely this morning. Real quickly, you said the roads were...
The roads are getting worse. Michelle and your team, Melissa, they're doing a great job, but really in the last half hour, I can tell from personal experience, when you're getting ready to go out to work, leave early, the roads are slippy, especially the secondary roads.
All right, some weather advisory from our own Attorney General.
Am I hired?
You are for right now, all right.